Good morning, brothers and sisters. I am the Reverend Mr. J. Ski, Senior Content Creator here at the United Church of YouTubers. And I would like to welcome you all to another weekly gathering. Now, some of y'all may have noticed that the Reverend is not wearing his collar today. I removed my collar this morning because I knew I needed to be loose for today's gathering, all right? Today's content is going to be brief. Be that as it may, it shall be powerful, all right?
All right.
Now, the Fever play tonight, and the Reverend Mr. J. Ski has secured himself a front row seat in his celestial living room. Depending on tonight's rotations, the remote control may or may not survive the evening, all right?
All right.
Now, before somebody clips this out of context, this content is not about religion. This content is about content. It's about the creators, the audiences, and the celestial algorithm in the cloud. This is about the weekly gatherings of opinions, reactions, outrage, agreements, disagreements, super chats, memberships, comments, likes, shares, and the occasional emergency live stream. So if you thought this was about church, you may have missed the message. This is the United Church of YouTubers, where every week we gather together to discuss what somebody else ought to do. Somebody say, all right?
All right.
Brothers and sisters, here at the United Church of YouTubers, we do not seek interest into ordinary places. Oh, no, we do not. We seek ascension into the celestial realm of the algorithm, a sacred place where the thumbnails are always blessed, the watch hours multiply, the click-through rate is strong, and that notification bell, it actually works, all right? Each week, all the creators gather. Every week, their congregations listen. Every week, the same message goes forward. Fire Stephanie Metheny White. Fix the fever. Build around Caitlin Clark. Stop wasting the moment. Now, before we get into today's content,
take your time, Rev.
We would like to acknowledge a few of our sister churches throughout this Fever universe.
Let's talk about
First, we'd like to acknowledge the Ministry of Outrage, currently celebrating its 27th consecutive emergency.
Congratulations.
We also would like to acknowledge the First Church of Content, where every message is based on this week's trending topic, all right? Let us not forget the Fellowship of Engagement, where 2 or more cliques are gathered in one place at the same time. Lastly, we would like to acknowledge the Gospel Tabernacle of Eternal Takes, where the same topic has received a new thumbnail for several consecutive weeks, all right?
All right.
At this time, I would like to personally extend a few invitations to our fellow brethren from within this Fever universe. These invitations are extended with love, respect, and a smile on the Reverend's face, and just a little bit of public accountability in the Reverend's pockets too, all right? Now let me be clear, the Reverend is not asking for one signature, because one signature is only one number. The Reverend is asking for those who have been blessed with much larger followings to inform their congregations. That, my friends, is the invitation. This is the request. That is the outreach ministry report, all right? First up, we would like to invite the always funny Brother Ben Daniels of the Ben Daniels Podcast. We love Brother Ben. Brother Ben is entertaining. Brother Ben is oh so talented. Brother Ben has built himself a mighty congregation across the East Coast. Brother Ben, today we are asking you to come on in. Don't just look at the petition. Don't just nod at the petition. Let your congregation know that the petition does exist. Because if the message has been worth discussing, then surely the people deserve to know there is now a way that they can respond. Come on in, Brother Ben. Come on in, all right? Next up, we'd like to invite Brother Venom of Venom Reacts. Now, I spoke to Brother Venom live on his platform via the Super Chat. And well, let's just say the Reverend did not particularly care for how Brother Venom reacted, all right? Now, that's okay, because today is a new day, and today's invitation remains open. Brother Venom, the Reverend Mr. J. Ski is not asking you to promote everybody else's everything. The Reverend is asking you to acknowledge the effort, because this specific effort is attached to the very topic your congregation has already been discussing. Come on in, Brother
Yes,
Venom.
yes.
Come on in, all right?
Come on in.
Next, we would like to invite the brother from Angry Fan Sports. Now, Brother Angry, your congregation is already angry, and in many cases, rightfully so. But today, we asking that the anger be pointed somewhere where it can be useful. Anger can make noise, but organized anger can apply pressure. So if the message has been worth repeating, if the frustration has been worth expressing, then perhaps the congregation deserves a link to this here petition. Angry Fan Sports, I need you to come on in, all right?
Angry.
Next up, I need rows of black and white sports. Now, you brothers have a congregation of magnanimous proportions. Your reach is powerful. It carries far beyond the Mason-Dixon line. This is not a black or white issue. This is an Indiana fever issue. And I need signatures, Brother Rose. Let's restore this great union, black and white sports. I need you all to come on in, all right?
Come on in.
Come
Next
on
up,
in.
we're going to look across the pond. I need to invite Brother Mick of Mick Talks Hoops. Now, we all know Mick Talks Hoops.
Yeah.
That's clear. That's been established. It's in the title. But today, Reverend Mr. J. Ski is humbly asking, Brother Mick, can Mick talk petition? Not forever, not every day, not in every video, just enough to let his congregation know that there is something available beyond the comments section. Come on in, Brother Mick. Come on in. Next up, I need KTV of Keep the Vision to step up to the challenge because he sees everything. I know I need him to keep the faith as well as the foresight to promote this petition. Come on in, KTV. Come on in, brother. Last but not least, the Pope. A brother of the fellow cloth. I saw the investigative reporting on the players from Vanderbilt University. Legendary work, brother. Legendary work. You have a faithful flock, Brother Frank. I need you to promote this petition. I need you to promote this petition and come on in. Now, church,
Come on in.
all jokes aside,
What is it?
something happened recently that got me thinking, and I want to talk about it seriously.
What's
Can
that,
I?
man?
Because the petition reveals something to me that's bigger than the petition itself.
What?
It revealed the difference between content and commitment. For weeks, in many cases, months, we have seen content creators across this space say some version of the exact same thing. The fever are mishandling Caitlin Clark. Stephanie White is the wrong coach. The organization is wasting time. The front office, it needs some pressure. The fans need to speak up. I heard all of that. You heard all of that. Their audience heard it. My audience heard it. And eventually, some of you started telling me, get the other content creators involved. And honestly, I thought that made some sense. If we're all saying the same thing, if we're all reacting to the same problem, if we're all building audiences around the same concern, then surely somebody tries to organize something, the support would follow naturally.
Naturally.
That was my assumption. And that assumption taught me something.
What is it?
This has started to feel like the dog catching the proverbial car. Because it's one thing to chase the same car every day. It's another thing when that car finally stops, right? It's one thing to say fire Stephanie White every single day, but it's another thing when somebody says, okay, here's a petition, here's a link, here's something that people can attach their names to. Now that becomes the conversation. All right? The conversation changes. Now it's not just about content. Now it's about action. And that is where I started to see the gap between what we're willing to say and what we're willing to help people do. And I'm not saying everybody has bad motives. I'm not saying everybody or anybody owes me anything. And to be fair, I understand the hesitation. Some creators don't want to promote petitions. Some creators don't want to attach their names to specific campaigns. Some creators don't want to open the door because they feel like if they promote one thing, they have to promote everything. I understand that concern.
Well,
really, I do. But this is not some random topic that came out of nowhere. This is the same topic many of us have been discussing over and over again. My response is simple. This is not everything else. This is the very thing we've all been talking about. This is the car we have all been chasing. So I have to ask, what we gonna do? This is where the United Church of YouTubers idea came from, because sometimes creator culture starts to feel like a weekly gathering. The pastor delivers a message, the congregation responds, everybody feels validated, everybody leaves feeling like somebody said something that needed to be said. But eventually you have to say, are we actually trying to change anything, or are we actually just meeting week after week just to repeat the same talking points? That's the question. You see, outrage can become a business model. Agreements can become a business model. Frustration can become a business model. And sometimes the solution is actually bad for the content cycle. Because if the problem gets resolved, then what you gonna talk about next week? Now that's uncomfortable. But it's real. It's real. And it can be real uncomfortable. Now before anybody gets anything twisted, the Bounce Media Network is not standing outside the building. No. I'm in the church too. So this is not me pretending like I'm above the ecosystem. I'm a part of the ecosystem. That's why this moment matters. Because at some point, if we keep saying something needs to happen, we have to decide whether we're only making content about it, or whether we're willing to attach our name to an actual effort. That's what I did. Maybe the petition works. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe it gets ignored. Maybe it grows. Maybe people laugh at it. You see, I wasn't content just sitting in the pews saying something, saying somebody ought to do something. I decided to do something myself. All right? Okay, brothers and sisters, I appreciate your attendance at today's weekly gathering. Today's content was brief, but it was powerful, all right? The invitations have been extended. Whether they accept the invitations or whether they decline, the invitation remains. What happens next belongs to the people. The fellowship comment section shall remain open. The outreach ministry remains active, and the petition remains available in the bulletin, all right? And now, if the choir would join me in our closing hymn. At the Bounce Media Network, you never know what you gon' get. Some weeks, it's a reaction video. Some weeks, you might get an editorial, a spoken word episode of epic proportions. Until next week's gathering, be informed, be intentional, and if the algorithm sees fit, we will see you again soon.
You never know what you gon' get at the Bounce Media Network. You never know what you gon' get at the Bounce Media Network. You never know what you gon' get.